What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Movie Files. Did you guys see like the old man face before I went live, like setting everything up? We are doing it live. Very excited to be here. The Boys, episode 5, season 2. We're coming off of some pretty big stuff last week with Homelander and the whole like get up with the doppelganger and for a brief second there I thought that I can't think of her name right now. Madeline was back alive. We get a little bit more from Stormfront and her finding about Liberty Bell or what is it? Liberty and all that stuff. So I mean, we've got a lot of good stuff last week, guys. So I am excited to be here to discuss this latest episode, which I knew, I guess, came out early yesterday, which I did not know about at all. But we're here to talk about it, man. We're here to talk about this 5th episode, which apparently has some juicy stuff to kind of discuss. And I'm here to do that with you all today. So if you are tuning in for the very first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you hit the bell, notifications, all that fun stuff, so you guys can stay up to date with what's going on over here at Movie Files. Just getting this timer set up. So again, if this is your first time tuning in, these are a lot of fun for me. These are live reactions. I don't put the video on the screen due to copyright stuff with YouTube and all that stuff. But nevertheless, we are. If you're watching this live with me, I'm going to be watching it with you all. So if you're at home like I am right now, I want to kick this thing off in a minute here, but if you guys are at home, we can watch it together. We can press play. Once that clock starts, you can press play on your end. I'll press play on my end, and we'll watch it, together. And then for those that are watching on the replay, same thing. This I always confuse this. This little timer right here, you guys can know when to queue up your Amazon Prime Boys season 2 episode 5, which I'm going to do in just a second here. As it's loading up for me on my TV, we'll get it started. But either way, like I said, episode 1 and 2, just to kind of recap my overall thoughts before I watch episode 5. Episodes 1 and 2 were, to say the least, they were a little bit lackluster. They were a little bit mediocre for me. It felt like it was a continuation of season 1 and just, closing up some of those story threads that we got in the first season. And then episode 3 really kind of launched off this season, right? The storyline with Camino and her brother and the soup terrorists and all that stuff, and getting a little bit more behind the scenes of the 7. Obviously the Deep trying to get back in. We have everything about Translucent finally being out there in the world. Starlight seems to be on the same page, showing front that she's on the same page with 7, but obviously we know she's working with Huey and the boys. So episode 3 really kicked the season off for me personally once we saw where the season was kind of headed, especially once we kind of got a little bit of better understanding of Stormfront's presence in this season, to say the least, and the stuff, the racial slur and the killing, what she said to Camino's brother when she killed him. So there was a lot that we kind of unraveled with that character. And then transitioning into episode 4, which was last week, I know some people, I saw a couple reviews, couple comments. Some people were a little disappointed with last week's episode due to it being a little bit more of a slower pace episode. But for me personally, that's the stuff I love, like character development, establishing the character's motivations, getting the backstory of characters like Mother's Milk and him talking about his dad and how he got involved and doing everything, how he got tied into with the boys. So all that stuff to me was just really good character development and really rich character development. And obviously, like I said, the stuff with Homelander figuring out that he doesn't need anyone to be himself per se, which we know is he's a despicable MFer. So all that stuff. And then again, more stuff with her being revealed to be Liberty, Stormfront, and what she did back in the 70s, killing that black guy and the girl being there and them covering up. So a lot of good stuff. So we are at that 5-minute mark, guys. And we're going to get this thing started. And what I'm excited for this episode, from what I gather from the preview, is some more of Black Noir, which is, good gosh, finally get a little bit more understanding of that character, knowing a little bit about his backstory in the comics, and seeing him, seeing how this show portrays Black Noir versus what they did in the comic reveals. I'm really excited to see a little bit from him from this episode, and obviously seeing the repercussions of Homelander kind of letting go of Madeline officially and not needing anyone to be the superhero he wants to be per se. So I'm really excited for it, guys. So with that being said, we're at the 7-minute mark. We got a couple people in the chat. Again, guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Share this video to all the boys lovers out there of this show. Make sure that if you're watching this live, leave some comments in the chat. I'll make sure to read them off, as well as if you're watching this on the replay. Same thing applies. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below, share this video, because I do these videos for you all because I have such a great time breaking down these shows that we love to talk about on a weekly basis. And also, as you guys can see on a little banner here, if you guys want to support the channel, financially speaking, super chats are available, Streamlabs are available, as well as PayPal. So if you guys so desire to help this channel continue to grow on a financial wise, as far as improving the equipment and all that stuff, it goes towards the channel, just to be frank and be full disclosure. But if you guys want to do that, you can definitely do so. But if not, the best thing you can do for the channel is support it by giving it a thumbs up. So with all that out of the way, we got a couple people in the chat. Alex, what's going on, man? I really need to get into the show. I'm behind on everything. Yeah, Alex, man, if you are a fan of, which I know you're a fan of superhero content, but if you're a fan of superhero content, but in the light of in today's media, with social media, with the presence of celebrityism, this is what the show is about, showing the nitty gritty of, like, if superheroes were here today, would they have Instagrams, Twitters? Would they be movie stars, and playing on that, and them not necessarily being a superhero at all times, right? Seeing that more rough around the edges, to say the least. So definitely recommend this show, man. And luckily it's only 2 seasons. And I actually got into the show about 2 months ago, Alex. So I binged it in like a weekend because it was just like such a fun experience. So highly recommend the show, my friend. But want to give you a quick shout out. Thank you for stopping by, my friend, and definitely recommend it. We got Jay in the chat. What's going on, Jay? Happy Friday to you, my friend, and happy Friday to everyone out there. But Jay, glad you was able to make it by. So with that out of the way, it's almost 11:10. So once it hits 11:10 on my end, AM Central Time, I'm going to go ahead and press play. So let me just pull this up. And then let me make sure this is queued up at 0 seconds. Rewind. Excuse me. All right. So we're at the 4-second mark. So let me just cue this up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're watching this live at home, we're gonna start pressing play right now. I gotta wait till 6 seconds for mine to queue up. There we go. And we got a little commercial here showing the Eagles. They have Hard Knocks on Amazon now. Oh no, this is this last season for the Eagles. What did the Eagles do last year? All or nothing, or anything? I don't remember what the Eagles did. They even make the Super Bowl last year, right? It was the 49ers, and I don't even remember. Either way, we are here. This episode is about to start off, guys. We got the audience, the adult content. Here we go. All right. And again, for those that are at home, we're showing the previously on The Boys. Yeah, I'm really excited for this episode, guys, because last week was just so great. So for those that are watching this in the chat, I mean, you can read it online. You can read the comics, obviously. But are you guys aware of who Black Noir is in the comics? Just kind of curious. And if you want me to kind of elaborate on it, let me know. I can definitely give you my thoughts on it or share that reveal. But again, it's online. You can look it up. It's 1,000 YouTube videos on it. It's, like I said, it's in the comics. But I'm wondering if they're going to go that route with this show. As we see Mev, they must be shooting Dawn of Justice or Dawn of the Seven. I love like the little, it's all love. Their little digs at DC as well as Marvel. You know, last week's episode 1, a lot of people compared the blind guy to Daredevil. But a lot of these characters are for show based off DC characters. Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman. Oh, so now they're incorporating Mev being outed by Homelander last week. They wrote that into the script of their film. Yeah, that's interesting. They wrote that into the script that Mev is gay. I know she ain't a big fan of that. Oh, dude, when he said, "Hey, Marty, play that back," I thought for a second they were taking. Was that a dig at Martin Scorsese with his comments about superhero movies by chance? Hey, Marty, run that back. As we all know, Martin Scorsese, his comments about superhero movies that they're not cinema. Come here. Listen, man, I've said it once, I've said it twice. My favorite character on the show is Homelander. He is despicable in every sense of the word, but just like I compared her to Cersei, he is you love to hate the character. Oh, someone recording him. Oh, snap. Yes. That's not good optics. Oh. This man has said they're all starving, but one of them has a cell phone. I swear, dude, who writes this stuff, dude? It's so funny. I mean, listen, when I say it's so funny, it's despicable what he's saying. Let me be clear. But gosh, Homelander is this. And also, too, again, not another comparison to DC. Was that a comparison or a little reference to BVS? How Superman killed in the beginning of BVS and how the media. Yeah. It reminds me a lot of BVS right now. They're protesting Homelander because of killing that boy. Very BVS-esque, to say the least. Watched the episode already. It's freaking awesome. Love every scene. Hey, how you doing, by the way, Sam? Glad you was able to drop by, buddy. And I am excited. I'm excited, man. I am excited. Hey, Sam. Yeah, so glad to see you, Sam. You'll laugh at the end. I can't wait. Can't wait, Sam. Good to see you too, Jay. So obviously, this is like I mentioned last week for Billy here. It's an interesting mind F for him, right? His whole motivations was Becca. Giving revenge for Becca dying and being killed by the hands of Homelander that he thought. Then come to find out she's alive. Come to find out she has a kid. Come to find out that she's alive, has a kid by Homelander. Can you imagine the psyche on that? And then thinking that you're gonna save her again, but she's like, no, this isn't a good idea. And now he's just unhinged, man. He's picking on the biggest guy in the club. So yeah, just pain. So again, parallel storylines right now. I see Billy and Homelander's their stories are just so there's obviously opposites, but they're both going through some stuff, you know, they're internally, mentally. I love when shows make obviously two opposites kind of have similar storylines. It's always good TV. And obviously he has some peas on his face right now. And who's on the peas on the marketing? Homelander himself. It's just funny. Homelander is everywhere. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, the stuff that they write, man, I don't know how they get away with it. Moving around like a Catholic priest. Come on, man. Mosh pit, baby, for sure. Huey, freaking baby. Oh, by the way, if you're tuning in for the first time, I'm not a Huey fan, guys. I am not a Huey fan. I get the character. He's the human element of the story. He's the audience at a certain extent, right? Get into this world with these superheroes, but I'm just not a fan of Huey, man. He's so babyish, so whiny. Hopefully this season really turns me on Huey. It really does. I really hope so. This is was it Outlander or something? She'll call you. Team's falling apart. That ain't good, huh? Mm-hmm. Don't worry, girls, get it done. Is that a in-game reference? What I'm referring to in-game is obviously the shot of all the females in the MCU. Can we just discuss like the actors in this show, the seven in particularly, how they're actors portraying superheroes who are portraying celebrities who are playing actors. So many layers to the acting in this show. I don't think it gets enough attention, the performances within this show, guys. And we just saw that the Deep is married, as we know from last week. Who's Judy? Oh, his nephew. Is she a badass just as much as William? Who is Billy's mom, guys? Is it Judi Dench? Is it Helen Mirren? I can't wait to see who they revealed his mother is going to be, and his dad, if he has a dad. That's still alive. Tara. Let me know in the comments, guys. Who do we think is going to be revealed to be Billy's mom? Like I said, Judi Dench or Helen Mirren. Which one do we have? Or someone else that's British and a badass. No. See our boy Billy going through a midlife crisis. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff to process. Let's hear what this dialogue is. Oh yeah, I'm being fired. Let go from the 7. Hey, is this some a little bit of little life stuff going on with Hollywood, guys? How Hollywood handles some of the stuff behind the scenes, a la DC, Josh Whedon, Ray Fisher. I mean, there's obviously reality. I'm just using it as a reference point, but maybe that's how a lot of those conversations go. And I've said several times as well, last season's review, that not only is Huey one of my least favorite characters, but I have fun with the Deep, at least, unlike I do with Huey. But I'm just so curious on what they're doing with the Deep. Right now, he's being used as like a particular angle that is true Hollywood, how men treat women, especially, you know, stuff that he did last season with Starlight and everything like that. So it's very interesting that they're just using him to focus on that element, which is, you know, something to highlight for sure. But I want more from the Deep than just a punchline and being used as this kind of reference point of, you know, how men treat women and things of that nature, which, like I said, is a very important conversation for sure. But I hope that they give him a little bit more than just, like I said, those two things. What's Camille doing? What is she doing? Oh my. Damn. Oh. Oh. Yo, man. Whoever comes up with these like brutal fatalities in Mortal Kombat, I hope they're doing Mortal Kombat the movie next year, because this show is so brutal. She just ripped his goddamn face off. Jeez, what are they doing, by the way? Bro, she ripped my man's face off from ear to ear. The song kind of dope. She put his gun in his eye. Goddamn. Brutality, fatality. Yeah, he's a big. I know he's kind of a big JJ supporter and make a lot of cameo. That was a really cool cameo. You look like MM. I mean, some similarities between you. Thank you, I guess. I'll take that compliment. MM, one of my favorite characters. Oh boy, Black Noir. He's got an eye on you. Oh boy, this is what I've been wanting with Black Noir, man. I really want to get more with Black Noir because he's such the Batman of the crew of the Seven, right? This would be very interesting because they don't have any Camino. They don't have any superpowers with them, and Black Noir, as we know, is a complete badass. Yeah. This would be interesting. Oh damn, we ain't seen her mom in a minute. Was she in this season? I can't remember. Mm. What's her the ulterior motive with her mom right now, guys? Yeah, what's up? Mm. Mm. This girl, man, she is just clicking on all cylinders of being the next freaking Homelander. You're bringing Elena into the mix now? This ain't good though, because Homelander this is the first time they'll be meeting in person, right? Jeez. Helen and Portia. Oh man. Hey man. Hollywood, baby. All right, speaking of Homelander, where is he? I need him. I need him on screen right now. It's a little bit too much time without seeing Homelander. What is he up to? Really? You gonna take Homelander down? This is what I've been talking about since season 1. The inner circle of the 7, man, turn on each other for the better, obviously. And someone even mentioned last week, do you see like A-Train and Starlight and Mev going to the boys and taking down Homelander and now Stormfront? And also the Church Collective, there's something about some dark and sinister stuff going on with them as well. And say Jay says, "Stupid me did some research with Black Noir, and I know what the true identity is, but let's see how the show." Yeah, like I said, I mean, we got a couple people in the chat here. This is all public knowledge, but in the comics, Black Noir is a clone of Homelander, and does a lot of Homelander's dirty deeds, and kind of embraces the dark and sinister side and does like killings and all this stuff. So I don't know if the show's going to do that because of, number one, we've seen Black Noir. When was it? The beginning of this season, he was involved in an explosion, and we know that Homelander is impenetrable to flames and explosions, and we saw that obviously affected Black Noir. So I don't think there's going to be a clone situation. But I'm really excited to see who's behind that mask. Tell him about himself, Billy. Tell Huey how annoying he is. Yeah, just go, Huey. Mm. What are Camino and Frenchie doing, bruh? What are they? What's their plan? What's their? she's clearly on a killing rampage. Oh, that's Frenchie's girl. What's going on here? Hmm. Oh, by the way, I don't know. I just found this out like last week that Camino, the actress Karen, is Katana in Suicide Squad. I did not know that. This is the way. Dude, she's what? She's been, you know how many people she's murdered, Frenchie? Probably more than you, bro. Something up with that old man. Ads they cut is hilarious. By the way, for all 4 people that's in the live stream, again, thank you all for tuning in this morning. We are 33 minutes into this season or into this episode. Hey, dude, that's not cool. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share, comment in the chat, and then those that are watching on the replay, welcome. Make sure to hit that thumbs up as well. Leave your comments, your thoughts on this episode in the comment section, and also make sure to share it to all the boys fans out there. But I appreciate all the support, guys. Bro, Stormfront, man. Hey, what's going on? Man. They're just building those blocks, man. A-Train and Mev getting closer and closer to the deep, or to the boys, man. That's a stand-in for Homelander. It's gonna be funny. I wonder who they have playing Homelander. Okay, I thought it's gonna be like some celebrity, which I'm pretty sure that is. I don't know who that is. Probably some famous stunt double or something. Telling you, A-Train, Queen Mev gonna make their way to the boys sooner rather than later, guys. Oh boy. This ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good, man. Cut it. Bye. Oh boy, what's Homelander gonna do, guys? What is this guy gonna do? Oh boy, he's putting himself in a hole. It's not America's lives the only ones that matter. Dude, he gonna get pissed off, bro. Bro, tell me he's just fantasizing this. He's not really doing this. Yeah, this is fake. This ain't real. Yeah, he didn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, say there's no way no way he did that. Could you imagine if Homelander really did kill those people, dude? How crazy that would have been. I mean, that's definitely probably something inevitably that will happen because that's foreshadowing that one of these days Homelander will flip and he will kill a bunch of people. But that's like a season 4, season 5 type of thing with the rate of this show, with the popularity of it. But some foreshadowing, guys. We will see Homelander killing some folks in the masses. Like I said, his Billy's family is gonna have a little bit of uniqueness to him. We knew that, right? We knew that. Dude, he's losing it. Yo, this is our boy Homelander. It's not looking good, my friend. It's not looking good for him. What's going on here? Saints go. Oh, that's I can't think of the actor's name, but Iceman from X-Men. He's supposed to be street lighter or lamper, but I thought they said he died. I always thought that they were going to use him as a flashback, but it seems like he's not dead. Again, I can't think of the actor's name, but I know the character is like Street Lamp. I'm totally butchering that. The boys, something lamplighter. Yes, but he was dead. But apparently he's not. Yeah, it said that yeah, he was the one that killed Mallory's grandkids, but I thought they said he died. Possesses the staff, blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought that they said Lamp Lamplighter was killed, but apparently that was probably a cover up for him murdering those kids. Oh, okay. Well, the comics are a little bit different. Hmm. He has a brother. So Billy has a brother, guys. Who is Billy's brother? Huh. It's got me thinking, man. Who's Billy's brother, bro? Is it Black Noir? Is it a character we haven't met yet? Interesting. Huey? Please. If he does not have the fortitude to be an emotional. Interesting. So Billy's brother's dead. I'm calling it now. Marking your tape. September 18th. Instead of for Homelander being or Black Noir being the clone of Homelander in the comics, Billy's brother is Black Noir. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. It's going to be revealed not this episode or no time soon, but this might be an angle. That's a nice little Easter egg they gave us that Billy has a brother and his brother is dead. He ain't dead. He ain't dead. I might be completely wrong, but I have a feeling that Black Noir is Billy's brother that he thought was dead. That was easy. I don't know that fire. Does he have laser eyes? Like I said, Homelander. I doubt they're gonna do the Homelander route. Billy versus Black Noir. It's a showdown. Come on, no. Hope he kills Huey. If I'm being honest. Not a Huey fan, guys. I hope he kills him. I'm sorry, I do not like Huey. I know the point of the character. You need a character like this in a show like this. But obviously not kill Huey, but if they did, that would be great though. Edgar. No. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he has his pictures, but what? Okay. Finally give the deep something more interesting. I mean, again, he's the butt, he's the blunt of the butt end of the jokes. He's the the angle that they're using him for, but finally give the deep something a little bit more intriguing. Like I said, they got this inner conflict within the seven. Again, for those who are just tuning in, I think Billy's brother, who's dead, Lenny, I think his name was, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't think he's dead, guys. I do not think he's dead. I think it might be Black Noir. I might be completely off and wrong. And we also got the reveal that I thought Lamplighter they said he died, but apparently he's not dead. Tilda Swinton. Here we go. Talking about liberty. Oh. Don't be racist. What we got here? Oh. Gosh, when Homelander and Stormfront are in the same scene, it just brings the level of excitement up. I don't know, dude. It's like, again, my Game of Thrones, like having Cersei and Joffrey in the same room, just two despicable characters that you love to hate. These two, man. Oh, you what? Dude, Karl Urban is such a great actor. Look at him acting against an animal right now, man. The guy is so great. Doesn't get the respect he deserves, man. Karl Urban is just such a great actor. Everything I've ever seen him in, just so great, especially in this role. And his accent's just so badass. Aww. Doggy love. Got my dog over here just chilling. Wish I could tilt the camera and see he's just laying over there knocked out. Little dog toy. That's great. That's great. You gotta love it. And then you can hear the dog. So is he back? Is he back, ladies and gentlemen? He's out of the hole. Gosh, don't look at Huey like that, dude. Huey's so garbage. I love the score of this show. The soundtrack is always fire. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Homelander and Stormfront, huh? Shipping them together. Call them Homefront. And it's just some kinky stuff, huh? Superhero sex. There's some kinky ass stuff, man. How is she not getting split in half, man? She is like, she's more than just Compound V, dude. Like, she has some other stuff in her system, bro. Yeah, there's something up with Stormfront, man. She is a meta human. A super. Oh, man, this isn't looking. If them two together on the same page. Yo. Oh my goodness. What an episode. That was great. That was great. Kudos to this episode titled "We Gotta Go Now." Do they have a little clip for next week? Do I dare watch it? That was a great episode. All right, so thoughts, comments, reviews time of The Boys episode 5. We gotta go now. Episode, I'm gonna say it again. For me personally, episode 1 and 2 were very weak, very mediocre for me personally. Episode 3, episode 4, and now episode 5 have really, this is the show that I fell in love with when I watched it a couple months ago for the first time. The reveals in this episode, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I swear I thought they said that Lamplighter died after killing Mallory's grandkids. I thought they said, I actually thought that they said they killed Lamplighter, the boys, but I guess I'm wrong. But we saw that Lamplighter makes his appearance. I can't think of the actor's name, but he is I know he's Iceman, and in the X-Men universe, and I can't think of the actor's actual name, but we saw him, and we saw this what was it? Something Grove. I don't know what that whole situation's all about, but apparently I would imagine once he killed, Mallory's grandkids, that he went into hiding. They wanted to cover that up, as Bot does all the time when their superheroes make bad mistakes. So Lamplighter is still out there. Lamplighter is still alive, and he's working with some organization, and he's tied to Stormfront. So I don't know what his situation is, but that'll be really interesting to see that be played out. But then also, like I said, in this episode, we learned that Billy has a brother. And let me stop this right now because the episode's over. I might be completely off, but I have some type of inkling that Billy's brother might be Stormfront. Maybe reincarnated. As I had mentioned, again, this is public knowledge. In the comics, Black Noir is a clone of Homelander. So instead of for that storyline being played out, I think they're going to do like maybe a clone of Billy's brother being Black Noir. They took his body out of the grave. They knew that Billy, he's an asset. I mean, he's a huge asset. A big part to have, a part of anyone's group. So I think they use that against him, and knowing that would obviously, if he knows the reveal of this, that it's his brother, what can that do to Billy's head? So I might be completely off with that theory, but I wouldn't be surprised if Billy's brother makes some type of appearance. Well, she didn't say that he died. He said rest his soul. Sometimes people say that because they're lost, like in the world. They used to have a path that they were on, but then they just kind of lost themselves. So it might not mean that he's dead. But assuming they want us to think he's dead, to say the least. So Billy's brother, that was a big reveal. Obviously, now we see Homelander and Stormfront have now become Homefront. That is the official hashtag. That's the name. I'm claiming them. I'm shipping them from Homefront. Now that they're on the same page, Ooh, that's something. That is something. That is something to be fearful of, right? We see Camino is now doing hits to cover up. We all know, you know, in shows like this, people with these abilities, they use their powers to pain. We saw Billy do it in this episode at the beginning. He wanted to inflict pain on himself to cover up everything with Becca. We see Camino's doing the same thing, ripping people's faces off to cover up the pain for the loss of her brother. So that'll be really interesting to see. You know, now Frenchie is no longer quote unquote caring for her, as you said in this episode. So we'll see what goes on with that. Huey, well, you know, the show is really trying to get me to like Huey. It's not happening quite yet. I still think he's the weakest character in the entire show. But the show is trying to angle him as like the emotional anchor, as the brother figure, the little brother for Billy. We'll see if it grows on me. I've yet to enjoy Huey since the whole Robin storyline kind of played out. You know, still a fantastic character. Didn't get much from him other than being a loyal friend to Billy and, you know, wanted to make sure that his friend's okay. Who else did we get in this episode? A-Train, you know, he's out of the, I mean, we knew it last week. He's out of the game. He's out of the 7, but I think what the show's doing is, as we saw Mev doing, get in the Deep. And again, that's another character that I is funny. He's funny. The whole situation that the Deep's in and this whole church organization, which I think will play into this show, you know, but I'm very interested to get the Deep more involved in the story and giving him more than just the jokes, giving him more than just the, you know, the angle that they play him with, which is important. Again, sexual harassment, you know, sexual assault is no joking matter. And I'm glad they're using a particular character to kind of shed light on how Hollywood tries to cover up people's wrongs, right? Like he used to do these things to girls, but hey, he's rehabilitated. I get what the show's doing, but I hope that they give the Deep a little bit more to do. And it seems like Maeve, the Deep, and A-Train, and obviously Starlight, unknowingly that Starlight wants to take out the 7. I think eventually they're going to start tying things together and they're going to shift things over to the boys, and we're going to have Stormfront and Homelander versus, you know, the rest of the 7 and including the boys. So this is a great episode, guys. I'm really loving this show. You know, it's one of the best superhero shows in the last, you know, couple years that we've gotten up there with, you know, the Umbrella Academy and Doom Patrol. So very excited to see what comes next week. And speaking of next week, I'll be back again. Let me know if this time works for you guys. I might push it back a little bit later in the evening. But you know, the mornings tend to work for me a little bit more, but I can maybe adjust it for another live reaction for episode 6 if you guys are a little bit more available at nighttime. But nevertheless, guys, I'm going to head out. Again, I thought this episode was really great. We got a lot of big reveals. We got a lot of good stuff in this episode, some crazy stuff in this episode, and I would give it, you know, a solid grade in regards to the episode here. But as far as on the channel now, guys, again, Antebellum review, The Devil All the Time. My reviews for the latest episodes are Raised by Wolves, Ted Lasso. What do we have coming out later today? Or tomorrow, I should say. Tomorrow, I'm doing a special live stream for Lovecraft Country fans out there. I'm going to try to get some guests on that. I have a Lovecraft Country episode 6 review that I shot yesterday because I saw the episode that's premiering this Sunday. And then Monday, of course, we're going to be talking about the new shows on HBO that we got last week, the third day, and We Are Who We Are, the Luca Guadagnino show. I have a new show that I've had for the last month. I just haven't had time to watch it, but Utopia is a show that's going to be on Amazon next week. So I gotta catch up to that for I can get a review out for you guys. And what else do we have? Bay Manor, the Netflix show is coming out next month. So there's a lot of content to keep an eye out for, guys. A lot of reviews I'm going to be that I already shot and recorded for Fantasia Film Festival that I'm going to be catching up on. And also, you know, The Nest with Jude Law and Carrie Coon. I saw Greenland this week, so I'm going to be giving you guys a review for that. And there's a couple other ones, Cajillionaire, which is a small independent film. So if you're not already, guys, make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is like my channel is like almost like its own streaming service, like I said yesterday, because there's so much content that I love putting out for you guys. So make sure if you're still in the live stream before I head out, we got some people in the chat saying Stormfront is has Mass killed already. Yeah, definitely. She and her and Homeland are now on the same team. She is a Doom, and he likes yes. I say you'll laugh at the end. Yeah, you were right, Sam. And that was that sex scene, superhero kinky sex scene was crazy, bro. But for those again that were in the chat today, Jay, Trouble Follows, Sam, Alex, Madden, and all the wonderful people that tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream, this live reaction review of the latest episode of The Boys. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Like I said already, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the content I just went over briefly, and you don't miss any of the live streams to come pretty soon. And like I said, I'll be back next week doing another live stream for this latest episode. And then as far as those watching this on the replay, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments below what you thought of this episode of The Boys. I'm shipping them now. Like I said, Stormfront and Homelander, let's just call them Homefront. They are now a thing, and that is not good for the rest of the world. Billy the Butcher, I think he is his brother's somewhere out there. If he's not dead, that they might have taken his body and cloned him into Black Noir. There's a lot of stuff that we got in this episode. So again, guys, for those watching the replay, leave your thoughts, your theories, your predictions in the comments. And as always, guys, I appreciate all the support. Hope you all are staying safe, and we will